What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Exhaust Note. Today I have a very special thing going on. I get to drive this, review it, and it's going to be amazing. I really like this car. I've been in it a couple times. It's my best friend's car, and it pretty much opened my whole new window to the American supercar. So yeah, I'm going to bring on my best friend here. He's the owner and the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, man, the myth, the legend, yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be great. So yeah, we'll take it out. He's going to go over some of the performance data because he pretty much knows everything about this car. Legendary keys. So yeah, we'll get to it. Alright, so we are in the Viper, the fighter jet, the cockpit of the submarine that carries nuclear horsepower. Clutch a little high, but awesome. You know, good clutches are usually. So, real quick, performance data, Josh. What's your, I know you know these by heart. Horsepower?
500 horses.
500 horsepower. Dude, that's plenty enough to have fun, I agree. Torque?
525 foot-pounds.
Beautiful amount. Almost as much as my TDI Beetle.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
0 to 60 time in this?
Depending on what website you look up, between 3.8 and 4, so conservatively about 4 seconds.
And I believe it. Not 1 second of doubt there. So, first off, right off the bat, one of the biggest things I always hear with Dodge Vipers is the suspension. Now, obviously, this isn't my first time in the car, so even though we've only drove for like maybe 50 to 100 feet, I can honestly say, I mean, we've taken hour-long road trips in this, and It has been a breeze. It has been a breeze to drive in. It's not a harsh suspension. It's definitely a performance suspension, but it's not something that you wouldn't expect from a car like this. I mean, this isn't a Bentley or a Rolls-Royce, and, you know, let's face it, this thing is built to go fast and do it well and be controllable. Amazing car. You know, we always talk about the torque. It's fantastic. I mean, there's just so much, and it's way different. I've been in cars that have had, you know, 400,
just got a
500, 600 horsepower, but this is the only car that I've ever been in with 500 that is purely rear-wheel drive. So with that, I can honestly say that it is a little different, if not way different, than something that has all-wheel drive with that amount of horsepower. And this is one of my favorite things about the car, honestly. I absolutely hate convertible cars. I think they destroy the look of the car. In my opinion, they're not as safe, even though there is chassis upgrades and stuff to make them more safe from the factory that they designed the car around, because it is a convertible. I just feel much more comfortable in a car that has a hardtop roof on its head. But to go with that, I have to say that this is the only car in the world that I would take with a convertible top. Now, I'm not talking spiders or removable tops or Targa tops. I'm just talking strictly a convertible top. This is the only car that I truly approve and truly appreciate as a convertible. I think it is so amazing that they were able to design the car. It almost seems like they designed the car around the convertible. Now, I know that's not true at all, but in my eyes, it flows so well. Old BMWs like E36s and E46s, when you see the convertibles, they almost have like a square notchy feeling to them. And it's like because of the reinforcement bars that they put inside the convertible top to hold them there, which I understand. But when I say that I love this car, and being that a convertible, they do come in coupes, but I do really enjoy this, and it's very nice, especially when you have the top drop down, because this does have side exit exhaust, so it does get pretty toasty in this car. Even on chilly days, you can still get pretty cool. When we went to Cars and Coffee at 6 in the morning, it was like pretty chilly out, but as soon as we got moving in this car, it went away pretty quick. So that's a good feature that I definitely like with this car. suspension on the Dodge Viper a lot because, let's face it, a lot of people love this car and they take it to the track. And it's a beautiful car right out of the box. We were just talking, the suspension is so manageable. I mean, we live in, you know, Pennsylvania, so the roads around here are, needless to say, really shitty. And we've never had an issue bottoming out or anything like that. Granted, we don't take every turn at the, you know, optimal speed limit. Sometimes you do have to slow down, but the suspension is really above par, in my opinion, from a car that is in this price range with this horsepower and American, quite frankly. But I mean, it's just, you put your foot down, even in a high gear range, and it's just like, it seems to just pull. And we know people that have turboed and supercharged and, you know, nitrous kits on their Vipers, and it's just amazing to think what those cars are capable of when this car is right out of the box. Such a joy to drive, and something that's very, very track ready if that is your option. When we talk about practicality of a car, I mean, you can only use that word with a grain of salt when you talk about a car that's a supercar, quite frankly. A car that's capable of such high horsepower, high miles an hour, etc., etc. But I mean, with this, I'm cruising at a measly 60 miles an hour right now. I'm in 6th gear, and the car is just above 1,000 RPMs. And it is perfectly compatible to have a conversation or listen to music, or quite frankly, if you had a headache, I don't think it would be any worse than if you were driving a BMW or a Camaro or something like that. So for practicality, I definitely give it an A+. It's probably one of the best. I mean, especially for a car of this era in the early 2000s. I mean, let's face it, there's a lot of cars that came out in that time frame or around that time frame, and they can be called lackluster. But I think that this car nails it pretty much on the head here. And I can only imagine what it's like owning the car, but I have so much fun. It's an unbelievable drive.
Car hasn't let me down yet.
It's been perfect, right?
Yep.
That's good.
I put the key in, put a lot of gas in it, and it keeps going.
You heard it right from the owner's mouth. So, very good car. I would not say that this car sucks at all. I think people give this car some bad rep, but it's really unneeded. You really have to get out and you have to drive one of them, and you'll truly appreciate it. And this is a person that drives Porsches all the time, working as a tech, and it's something I can truly say that this car is brutally fun, yet relaxing. So that's gonna do it for our Dodge Viper review here. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, give it a like, comment, let me know what you think. I'm sure there's going to be some good and bad feedback here, but let's face it, I was driving, it felt good, and I love it so much. Subscribe if you want to become a co-driver to the channel, help drive it to success, and I will see you guys in the next video.